You guys want to be depressed? Well, get ready for my top 10 saddest One Piece moments. Hooray! Jazz hands. Number 10 is the disbandment, the Usopp Pirates breaking up. That's number 10. The reason this moment gets number 10 is because, it's like these people, I don't know their Japanese names, but Pepper, Onion, and Carrot have been with Usopp, like hanging out with Usopp since they were kids, like 3, 4 years old. I don't know how long ago that was for them, but they've been friends basically, and like a crew since they were kids, doing all these crazy little adventures. And now Usopp's finally turned into a man, and he's going on his own pirate journey by himself, and he's just leaving them behind. And it's emotional because they're all crying, and then he's like, "Tell me all your dreams." And he's like, follow those dreams, and then they're all crying, and they're all going to miss Usopp. And you can tell that these three individuals, out of all the people in Usopp's village, these three kids are going to miss him the most. More than Kaya, more than Mary, obviously. These three people are going to miss him the most, because they've spent the most time with him. So that's why this gets number 10. Number 9 is Sanji leaving the Barati. Basically, Zeph cared for Sanji for so long. He saved his life. He ended up, in the anime, he loses his leg and has no food. But in the manga, he actually eats his own leg and gives Sanji the food. And, you think that, Zeph's being a douche to Sanji in the past, but no, he's not. So Sanji's like indebted to him, and he like works for him, and he wants to be like top chef and all that. And then he finally goes on this journey with Luffy, and as he's leaving, you're just like, oh my god. Like, it's an emotional roller coaster. It's like, all of Sanji's, like, fellow employees are looking at him, they're just like, oh man, fuck man, he's leaving. And then, finally, when Zeph says something, Sanji, like, just stands still, and he just starts crying, and then I started crying, and then he just turns around, just breaks down, he's like, thank you for everything. He's like, I know how it feels to be indebted to someone. I'm indebted to my family, my parents, they raised me and shit. So it's really emotional for them, really emotional for me to watch that, Just Sanji, like, just saying thank you, and just, like, bowing his head, and just crying, and then Zeph's crying, and then you don't, this is, like, the only time, these are, like, some of the few times you see Sanji and, like, Zeph cry. So it was pretty intense. So that's why this gets number 9. Random clothes change. But yeah, number 8 is Kalgara and Nolan's separation. They promise they see each other again. They're like crying when they've departed. They're like, oh, we'll see you again. You're my friend and all that. And then they end up not meeting each other. They seeing each other ever again. Kalgara is, his island is shot up to the sky, and he gets killed by an attack. And Nolan's about to be executed for lying. So they both immediately in that moment regret not being able to see each other, and it's pretty sad not being able to see your friend again. Like, imagine if you're just going on a quest, come back, you lie, you're like, oh no, I'm gonna put you execution, and you promise your friend you'd go back, but you can't because they're about to execute you. And then the other way, you get shot up into the sky. That's not possible. Okay, but yeah, that is number 8. Even though Skypiea is meh. Number 7 is Nami's past. Basically, Belmare getting shot, the whole thing. She tried to protect her kids. It's kind of sad because Nami was just like got into a fight. In anime or manga, whenever two characters get actually no, in anything, like TV shows, Walking Dead included, and like if any character gets into a fight with another character, one of those characters is gonna die, and they're not gonna make up before one of them dies, or maybe they will at the last second. So Nami and Belmar get into a fight. She's like, I'm not even your daughter. And then she slaps her, and then Nami leaves, and then she's attacked by Arlong, and then Belmar gets killed. But at least she has her final moments to tell Nami and Nojiko. I love it. And Nami is able to tell Belmar how she feels, so that's good. But still, right after that, Nami gets taken away by Arlong, and fucking has to work for 8 years or 7 years to pay off Arlong so she can buy her village back. And at the end, even then, Arlong goes back on his word, so it's kind of fucked up, and that's sad. And that is why this is number 7. Number 6 is, let me check because I forgot, It is the aftermath of Luffy versus Usopp. Basically, that whole argument between what they're gonna do with the Going Merry is just like it's just like holy shit. They're actually like this is they're not gonna make up anytime soon. Like damn, like you're just it's kind of sad because you've watched these characters and their struggles and their adventures through like at this point it's like 200 something episodes, and now you see them fighting, and now Usopp and like Luffy fight over the fate of their ship that they've been with this long, and then right after they're done fighting, Luffy just starts breaking down into tears. Nami breaks down into tears. Chopper does. Sanji and Zoro are like hard asses, so they don't. And then Usopp's crying on the ground, and then basically at this point, Usopp decides to leave the crew, and you're just like, holy shit, man, this is intense. But yeah, that whole thing, that whole ordeal with Usopp and Luffy and their fight and all that, that is number 6. Number 5 is Nico Robin's past. She was shunned as a kid. The archaeologist kind of accepted her, and then her island comes under attack, O'Hara, and all this shit happens. And then one of her best friends, she just met, Sal, gets killed, and her mom, she just met, I think she gets killed if I remember correctly. And everyone on the island, they're just like, "Fuck you, Robin," and then they get killed. And then Robin is considered a criminal by the government for a long time. She still is. And for about 20 years, I'm 20 years old. For my life, she has gone on the run. That's a long time. She's gone on the run this whole time, and it's pretty depressing. And then, you're just thinking about like how long she's been on the run, and it's kind of crazy. At least she finally has Luffy and her friends, yeah. Yeah, 20 years. Some of my subscribers are probably like 16 and 20 and above 20 and shit, and like that's a fucking long time. That's around our age, guys. That's a fucking long time. But that is number 5. People are proud of me like, what the fuck? Why'd you put this as, like above Robin's past? Well, sorry, that's just how my reaction to it. Chopper's past and his farewell. Robin wasn't completely shunned her whole life. She still had friends, but Chopper was basically shunned his whole life. I have a text. Chopper was basically shunned his whole life. Dear Lord, okay. Chopper was basically shunned his whole life. This was not long, I don't know. And he has a blue nose and he's a reindeer. He's shunned by his own kind and by humankind. And there was only one person who cared for him, Dr. Heroic. And then his demise was sad. It was Chopper. And Chopper tried his best to help him. That was like devastating when you find out that Chopper ended up giving him like a poison mushroom. And that, not only that part, the whole Dr. Heroic story, but also when I cried like a bitch when Chopper saw the cherry blossoms. That was a happy moment, but still, it's just like, damn, he's leaving, and we don't know how long it's gonna be until he sees Dr. Correja again, because she took care of him, and it's just sad as shit. Chopper's there crying like just crazy, and it just reminds everyone of Dr. Heroic again because he wanted the cherry blossoms to bloom in Drum Island. But Chopper, your past is number 4. Number 4, man. Okay, guys, get ready. Get those tissues out because I'm just gonna bring back some painful memories. Number 3. Out of all the Straw Hats, out of all of them, this one, I think, has the saddest past. Brook. That's right. Brook's past gets number 3. Mainly because he's traveling with his crew. He parts with Laboon, and then you see his crew die off, and his captain dies, and then the part where they're all playing together because they know they're doomed, they know they're dying. They're all playing their instruments together. I have a text. They're all playing their instruments together. It's like you hear Bink's sake, and then you just see them all drop, and then right when I see Brook's tears coming down, he's like, quartet, and he's like, duet, and then he's like, solo, and then he starts crying, and it's just sad as shit because he's the last one to go, and then he comes back, and he has to spend, I think he spends like 50 years on that ship, all of his other crewmates are dead. Like their corpses are there, and Brook's just like alone for 50 years. That is depressing. That's more depressing than Robin's past, more depressing than Chopper's past, more depressing than Nami's past. Sorry, guys. Brook gets the award for the most depressing past. So Brook gets number 3. And when I hear in that scene towards the end where they're all playing Bing Sake, when Brook just like takes the Denden Mushi out of his head and they're all playing Bing Sake, it just brings back those memories and shit. And it's good that Brook is with Luffy's crew now, so it's all good. So that's Brook gets number 3. Brook's past gets number 3. Okay, now 1 and 2. Some people are gonna argue that 2 is sadder than 1, but this is my personal thoughts of me when I saw like 2 and 1. But 2 is Ace's death, and this I did not expect this. I did not expect Ace to die as the way he did. So it was a shock. I didn't cry, but it was still really sad because Luffy just lost his brother after working, like just rushing so hard to go save him. After like going through shit to go save him, he fails, and then Luffy just has this breakdown, and it's kind of devastating to see. But this is a lot of fans would argue that Ace's death is number 1, but I didn't get super sad during it. And when I saw the anime version of this, I don't know, it felt really dragged out, but it was still sad. I don't know. What I thought they should have done is play a different background song while they were like showing Ace dying. They should have played like an acoustic version of Opening 13 one day. That would have been perfect. Or just play one day in the background. This has to. The reason being, I think they should do this is something I saw with number 1's scene. But Ace's death gets number 2. It was sad, but it wasn't as sad as number 1 for me. Okay, guys, number 1. This one, I've asked people who watch One Piece who've never cried during like an anime, and this is the only scene they cry during, and I've cried during this scene as well. The Going Merry's funeral, and right after they get out of Annie's lobby, this is the saddest moment of all One Piece. Reason being, you're with the Merry from the beginning. You're with the crew when they're with the Merry. You see all their adventures with the Merry. And then when Luffy just like, we have to see you off here, and then just sets the Merry on fire, gives like a Viking funeral and shit. That was depressing. And then they started playing Ending 16 Dear Friends in the background, and then show all these moments and flashbacks. And then you just see the characters crying, and then you start crying, and then it's just emotional roller coaster. And then when the Merry starts talking to Luffy, that just hit home. And then Luffy just apologizes for not taking good care of them because Zoro and Sanji and him like broke a lot of stuff, and Usopp tried to fix them, but Usopp sucked at it, fixing a ship. But that is the most depressing moment in all of One Piece, in my opinion. Tell me what your most depressing moments in One Piece are. Sorry if I made you cry. Actually, I probably didn't make any of you cry. If you did, then sorry if I did that. But those are what I would think are the most depressing moments in One Piece. Listen in the comments what yours are, and next time I'll make a happier video. Maybe top 10 happiest moments in One Piece. I don't know. Top 10 most epic moments. That would actually fit. But yeah, see you guys later. Have a great day.